poem, not my own, but a poet named Bill Matthews. We do the Asheville Poetry Review. We now publish a National Poetry Prize in William Matthews' name. And this is a poem here about Charles Mingus. It's called Mingus in Diaspora. Charles Mingus was a very enormously talented musician, but also just enormous. But he was very photogenic, even though he was huge. And he never could understand why everybody wanted to continually take his picture. I guess it's just a matter of perspective. It's like when the elephant's talking to a naked man. He says, "How do you eat with that thing?" There you go. Yeah, y'all catching up. It's called Mingus in Diaspora. You could say, I suppose, that he ate his way out. This thing's annoying me. That's better, isn't it? You could say, I suppose, that he ate his way out. Like the prisoner who starts a tunnel with a spoon. Or you could say that Mingus was one in whom nothing was lost, who took it all in. Or you could say that Mingus was big as a bus. He would say, and he did, in one of those blurred melismatic slaloms that his sentences ran, for all the music was in his speech. Swift switches of tempo, stop time, double time. Lord Mingus could talk in 6/8. And he would say, I just ruined my body. And there, Exhibit A, it stood, that beautifully photographic Parthenon of fat. The tenant voice lifted as we say, since words are a weight, and music, 'cause silence is lighter than air, for the air that we know rises up to the edge of the atmosphere. And you know, you have to pick up the bass, as Mingus called his, with audible capitals, and think of all the slow years that the wood spent as a tree, which might well have been enough for wood. But think of all the skill that went into the bass, as the bass maker carried, without great thought of it, he carried it from home to the shop and back for decades. And you have to know what all the bassists that played before you knew, and how they played, and know how much of it is stored in the bass, like energy in a spring, and know how much of that bass that you have to coax out. How easy it might be instead to pull a sword from a stone. But what's inside the bass wants out. Like one day you will want out of this life. All these religious stories and all this music is all rich in symmetry. But you just release as much of it as you can, little by little, in perfect time, as the work of your body becomes a body of work.